Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph, this is Pathfinder Kingmaker. In the previous episode we noticed that there's been a bunch of murders happening. And we actually found the location of what we think is where the culprits are. And that is the hidden camp at the bottom of the screen. So we're gonna head there and see if we can stir some shit up. We're at the hidden camp. Let's see how... Oh wow. I didn't know Ragungar had wings. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's take a look around. There is a camp. Are they hostile? Doesn't look like it so far. A tall and well-built half-elf with a scar under his left eye is watching you with great interest. What a surprise! The king himself. That's someone you'd never expect to meet in the middle of nowhere. Hey, if you know me, I've been traveling this kingdom for, you know, a whole long time. Up and down, all over the place, trying to help citizens with the dumbest of quests, but I'm still doing it. That's why I'm the king. Anyway, allow me to introduce myself, Your Highness. My name is Invri. The half-elf bows to you, touching his weapon and keeping his eyes fixed on you. I suspect I already know the answer, but still, to what do I owe the pleasure? Oh, Arya. Allow me to introduce my comrades by the campfire. They are followers of the goddess who respects freedom and pleasure. Free from rules and hypocrisy, from excessive regulations and outdated attitudes. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. We are the Calistrian Hunters, the favorites of the savored sting. Oh, the goddess of lust and revenge. Okay. The narrow-minded might think us mercenaries, killers, thugs, but believe me, we're far from ordinary criminals. We're paid for our work, much like executioners carrying out sentences. We are, so to speak, wish fulfillment agents. Oh well, that's a fancy term. I think I'm gonna apply for a job like that. I hope to find like a job ad that says looking for wish fulfillment agents, MVX. I admit I wasn't planning on getting to know you any better, but as it turns out, well, I underestimated you. So you found us. What are you gonna do now? Invri's smile is polite and almost gentle, but he keeps his relaxed hand on the hilt of his blade. I see, alright. What are you doing in my domain? We are here for a reason, Your Highness. I've heard much about your country's morals, so I thought the likes of us might find shelter here. And some work to do, very well-paid work. But like any ruler, you can't do that without your law enforcers. These dumb officers are the reasons we stay away off the streets during the day. The guards in charge of the investigation and even the priests failed to identify them as murderers at first. Is that a compliment? Thank you, Your Highness. I confess we do like to think of ourselves as artists. But if you expect me to reveal our secrets... Given your craft, I'd expect you to worship Norgorber, not Calistria. Not at all, Your Highness. Our delightful and gracious goddess couldn't be compared to the moody loner. Calistria gives pleasure in exchange for carrying out retribution. Is that not a pure and noble cause? That was Dwarven for Calistrian Hunters, killing for revenge. Is this how you make sacrifices to your goddess? Not exactly, Your Highness, but since you asked, my goddess favors those who embrace passion, whether spiritual or intimate. It's common for the narrow-minded to reduce it to sexual pleasure, but Calistria is mistress of all manner of passions. Tell me, what can compare to the feeling when an abuser is given their due? Oh, when someone who has crossed you lies choking in their own blood. The blood hammers in your temples, your heart bursts from your chest. A cry of joy escapes your lips. If you've never allowed yourself to take revenge, then you simply don't know true joy and divine rapture. We bring our clients a taste of this joy, and they entrust us with their vengeance. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. You committed a crime. You must be punished. Drop your weapons. I expected better of you, Your Highness. Oh, savored sting, accept this offering. Here we go. In between episodes, I equipped a whole bunch of the magical loot that we found, so everybody, I think everybody has a higher armor class now. Yep. And then you die. Right, let's see if we can find something else, I mean.
In due time.
Nothing hidden. Apparently not.
That is not far.
Well, that's another task our heroic king has completed. Let me see. Oh, by the way, I also still need to talk to Octavia. Can I do that here? No, I don't think so. I might have to do that in the throne room, probably.
I know what to do.
Alright, back in the throne room. Let's see where Octavia is. Let's talk to her about her mom. What? Octavia stands beneath the tree, looking once again at the fibula with Della Fiorni's coat of arms. What tree? Is there a tree in this room? Well then, no more mysteries. I know who I am now. Octavia gently pins the fibula to her clothes. Hereditary Marchioness Della Fiorni. Beautiful words for someone called Hey You all her childhood, aren't they? Now, Your Highness, please address me solely as Your Excellency from now on. Yeah, sure. I'm kidding, of course. In all seriousness, I'm just happy to know my mother didn't betray me. This was all just a mistake. Terrible, idiotic mistake, but still fixable. Now I have a family. Apart from our own insane team, of course, you, Reg, Lindsay, wouldn't leave you for the world. It's your life and your decision. I'm not here to judge. I'm just glad I could help you. Thank you. I'm glad I can rely on you, even when we disagree. Well, Your Highness, what's next? We have the entirety of the Grand Della Fiorni family as your loyal vassals. Yeah, the entirety of the two of you, right? Whatever you have planned, I'm with you till the end. Okay, that finishes off our companion quest for Octavia. For now, at least. We'll see. Let's take a look at the events. The Treants have agreed to allow the woodsmen do their job so long as they plant as many trees as they chop. Community +2. Well done, Valerie. There appears to be... Citizens wish to express their appreciation for their ruler and protector. Someone must organize a presentation of gifts. Tristian can take care of that. Thank you very much, Tristian. The storyteller is gonna be back in 22 days, so we need him for this one. In the name of art, yeah, that's one that I want to get for sure. I think we can rank up. Let's see, is Chetal here? Yes. Let's rank up Chetal in the meanwhile, and then see what happens if we get some people back. Espionage has reached rank 7. Very nice. Thanks to the Minister and the King, the kingdom's intelligence network has expanded and improved. That's how I like to see it. Is the rest on assignment still? I think so. Yes, okay. Dagger Mark's rival. The first word that comes to mind when someone mentions Dagger Mark is spies or assassins. But Patax has the potential to steal its fame. All events that could be resolved by Minister and the entire kingdom roll 2 checks for resolution and pick the best result. In addition, all of the Minister's opportunities have a +5 check bonus. Ooh. Yes, please. Oh, okay, that advances time. Apparently. So, Tristian is back. He promised to hold a feast for all who attend the gift presentation ceremony. Visitors have flooded the city. Alright, show me the presents. Loyalty +3, relations +1. Lindsay was able to intimidate the witch with the promise of unavoidable consequences. The Iriseni issued an apology and fortified it with valuable gifts. We get 3 BP and +5 relations. Oh, nice. A triumph. Very nice. One priestess accepted the offer of support. After successfully assuming her new post, she called upon the faithful to rally behind the king, the beacon of order and civilization in the realm. Yes, that's how I would like to be addressed as of now, actually. Your Highness, Grand Blackforge, beacon of order and civilization in the realm. If Daenerys can have 42 titles behind her name, then, you know, me too. Economy +6, relations +4, divine +4. That's a very nice one. What else do we have? Harem's envoys managed to convince the mage that serving demons is not something worth aspiring to. Carefully considering his priorities, the magician relinquished his dangerous plan. And thanks to the king for the good advice, he cast upon him powerful enchantments to aid him in battle. Divine +5. Okay, the scouts have returned from looking at the diurnal marches. Let's see, the position of chairman has just opened up on the Outlaw Council. What is the Outlaw Council? A 1-year term. Before the political infighting begins, one of the advisors should persuade the rest of the council that the king is the best candidate for the position. Becoming an influential policy shaper of the river kingdoms would be very beneficial to foreign relations, opening political doors on the level of Avistan's major countries. That would be Jaital. Okay. The citizens are concerned about their safety. They wish to raise funds to build fortifications around the villages. Right, yeah. And then we found a secret cache in the dire gnarl marches. Okay. So let's have Jubilos take care of this one. Let's send Jaital. Success chance 0. Very nice, Jaital. That's 25. Yeah. That's gonna go great. Let's see. Do we have someone back now? Yes, Harem is back. Lindsay is back. And Ekundayo is back. What? No, that's not what I needed. This is also not what I needed. Where is that? What happened to that? Huh? What happened to that art quest? Was there an expiration date on that? That is very odd. Let's see, who shall we rank up? Divine is currently at 5. Yeah, I think the High Priest makes sense. There we go. Divine is now rank 6. What is the lowest? 6? Oh, Arcane is still at 4. Alright, we need to get Octavia back. But yeah, she's gonna be working on that curse for quite a while. The Art of Making Friends. A large trade caravan stopped at the capital. Its masters, it is said, are major merchants of Andoran. It's time to show them some hospitality. Harem could actually take care of that. Let's see if we have problems. The orcs of Belkson are holding a great augury to decide where their army should go next. If their gods sent them east, it could mean a lot of trouble for the kingdom. The results of their divination might need to be subtly adjusted lest we become the object of an orc invasion. Yay. Would have been nice to send Harem there, actually. Even with a crisis point, it's 0. Oh boy. And in Guardians of the World Wound, the Mendev Crusaders are doing their best to hold the line, but their defenses are imperfect. Several demons from the World Wound slipped past the Crusaders, infiltrated the local lands, and immediately began to hunt our citizens. If this breach is not addressed, the demons will breed until they are prepared to strike Mendev in the back. Then hordes of demons will pour into this world and overwhelm the river kingdoms. After that, perhaps all of Galarian. This cannot be allowed to happen. Yes, that is correct. Let's have our general take care of that while I turn off my phone. Shall we rank up the Warden? Why not? I think we have some time. Jubilost was able to determine where the fortifications were most needed. The subjects agreed on the wisdom of the decision. The people collected money for a palisade and delivered the funds to the treasury. Economy +4, very nice. Your realm has healed the wounds left by the calamity. Okay. That is positive. The Warden needs our advice. That is good. We could send Harem. Because I need... yeah, well... If I still find... yeah, that's not it. It's not a training quest either. It wasn't an economy. Huh. That is so strange. I have no idea what happened there with that art thing. Very odd. In any case, we're gonna send Harem to make friends. And then we're gonna take a look at what our Warden needs. There's been trouble. The night patrol caught a barbarian. He was about to poison a well on the outskirts of the capital. Tried to run, got shot. As he died, he swore that the shamans of his tribe would stop at nothing to poison all the food and water in the city. We don't know who they are, how many they are, or where they are. And we need any help we can get. 2 of our citizens have already stepped forward to offer plans and resources. The first, Roham Orand, Justiciar? I have no idea. Justiciar of Abadar. That rhymes. That's, yeah, I think this is gonna appear in the next Eminem song. And leader of the Golden Shields, she wants to distribute her people around the city and capture the barbarians as soon as they appear. The other one, Wigmold Smegalidudden, he has plans for a magical spying system. With his help, we might be able to find out where the enemy is hiding and strike first. What's your advice? I don't know what sorcery Wigmold uses, but I do know that if you're looking for a needle in a haystack, it's best to use magic. Too many people live in the capital. There's too many wells, granaries, warehouses. Our guard isn't trained to cover so much ground at once. And besides, we don't have enough guards to do it. Instead, we've taught them to track down the criminals beforehand and move in to intercept. That makes the Wigmold a better option. Yeah, I agree actually. Let us hear what Wigmold has to say about his magical surveillance system. The aged gnome bows low, long and deep, as the many bracelets in his wrist chime softly. The expensive cloth and elegant cut of his robe would be the envy of any metropolitan dandy, though few would dare leave the house draped in such bold colors. Wigmold Smegalidudden, the finest magical surveillance system specialist from Daruma to Revoy at your service. What exactly is it that you do? My enterprise offers a full range of services. In security assurance, if you install one of my magical surveillance complexes, you will always know who enters or leaves the contractually determined zone of control, as well as when they enter and leave, and even, for a price, why. In Daruma, my systems were in high demand from both law enforcement, who needed to keep the town hall and prison under constant surveillance, and countless private clients. I've experience working with banks, jewelry stores, art galleries. How does your surveillance system work? Your Highness's interest flatters me, but I'm afraid that I would be ruining myself if I were to surrender the details. It's a trade secret, you see. Can only say that it's my own design, which has allowed me to radically increase the zone of control compared to my competitors' products. While many of the usual charms can capably detect a breach, send out the alarm within 1 or 2 buildings, my system is capable of covering several districts and a whole city if necessary. Tell me about the lands that you hail from. Your Highness wishes to learn of Druma? It's a land most striking, for its people worship not the gods, but trade and prosperity. Nearly all the people of Druma follow the prophecies of Calistrate, philosophy that preaches severe abstinence and professes that the acquisition of wealth is the purpose of life. I want to move to Druma. That's all I gotta say about that. They respect law and order, but never choose sides in the universal battle between good and evil. They follow a strict diet and refuse themselves basic comforts, even though they could afford to drown themselves in luxuries. They maintain ritual purity, only draping themselves in white collars and wearing elbow-length gloves to avoid any physical contact with infidels. It is considered a virtue to never give to charity, and those who acquire wealth, despite their superiors' efforts, are rewarded. So why did you leave Druma? Life in Druma is most remarkable, but it grows dull quite quickly. The constant struggle for power and gold is wearisome. I felt the lack of spontaneity and unpredictability. Strong feelings and grand gestures, in other words, all those things that are so abundant in your lands. That's all I needed to know. I wish to speak with Roham, the leader of the Justiciars. Just dingus. The woman before you holds herself erect, and there is confidence in her stance. Her polished armor shines even in the dimly lit throne room. Great, the dimly lit. Look at how there is a gigantic fire. There is, I don't know how many candles. Come on. You're gonna call me cheap because I save a little bit on lighting? I mean, I have dark vision. I can't help it if you humans don't have that. Greetings, Your Highness. I represent the Golden Shield, a society of Abadar's faithful, which offers law enforcement services to anyone that may require them. Tell me about your society. We are more than mere mercenaries. We are a brotherhood of warriors devoted to upholding the law, fighting the ruinous powers of chaos. Each of us has sworn a solemn oath to follow the ideals of Abadar, stay true to the best interest of society. These are more than words. By the powers bestowed upon me by our divine benefactor, they have become a sacred pact, guided by the higher spheres. Should one of us breach his contractual obligations to an employer, and commit any deed that breaks the law in letter or in spirit, then the heavens themselves will smite him down. He will be cursed, and all the members of his society will immediately sense it, wherever they may be and whatever they may be doing. Our oath demands that we track down their former comrade and bring him to justice. Nice. How did you become a justiciar of Abadar? I grew up in Multoon. My town entered a contract with the local temple of Abadar. The taxes on the priest's extensive property were waived, and in exchange they raised the city's orphans. I happened to be one such child. My advisor referred to you as the Golden Shields, yet you say Golden Shield. Which one is it? It is Shield, but it's a mistake so common that we have long stopped correcting anyone. We even had to purchase the Golden Shields, which supposedly gave us our name. Without them, some of our clients refused to believe that we were who we claimed to be. In truth, our name was chosen for a different reason. Gold is the color of our patron, Abadar, the god of laws, cities, and prosperity. And the shield symbolizes our purpose, to protect civilization and order from chaos and anarchy. We shall accept Wigmall's proposal. This magical surveillance system sounds promising. Alright. There you have it. An excellent choice, Your Highness. I promise you will always remember old Wigmold with gratitude. We'll see about that. We have some gifts. Anyone else? Bokken. Bokken looks different today. His pace is slow and solemn, his back proudly straight. It seems that he's even put on a different robe, though it doesn't look any newer or cleaner than his normal one. Here it is, the potion, the things I had to go through to get this made. Sure, it doesn't bring back one's youth, but it does strengthen the body, sharpen the mind, and embolden the spirit. Doesn't affect one's temper any longer. So we got the elixir of inconceivable transmutations of body and soul, and also mind. Nice. We'll see if that gets used somewhere. Nezriel with Chainbreaker's Chainmail. Man, we're getting a lot of gifts. Hunter's Blessing from Chemo. Who's missing still? Varusk? Oh, Shania, of course, yes. A new gift and new stories await you. We get the Eye of the Tornado. I would gladly relate a story from my homeland that inspired me to create this, but alas, due to another pressing matter, I must take my leave sooner than I would like. A gift from Terval, the ultimate grip. Awesome. I think yeah, except for Varusk, I think we pretty much had everyone. Kingdom Protection reduces the chance of a random encounter in claimed regions by 60%. Together with Kingdom Defense, completely eliminates random encounters in claimed regions. Alright, that's gonna be Ekundayo. Let's quickly check. Okay, we can rank up Ekundayo, but... oh, that's it? This augury thing, yeah. We're gonna have to wait for Jaital to come back, and then... still not sure if we're gonna manage that one. But we can send Ekun on this, that's fine. And then we... is Lindsay still here? Yes, we can rank up Lindsay. Relations has reached rank 8. Great. Alright. Jaital's agents bribed a few key players, pulled off a brilliant deception, successfully navigated multi-party negotiations. The new chairman of the Outlaw Council has just been announced. It's the King. Yes. Relations +6 and espionage +9. Well done, Jaital. Rigongar's warriors met the demonic hordes in battle. Then, at a critical moment, the Mendev Crusaders, hastily summoned from the World Wound, struck the demons in their flank. Working together, the combined forces killed each and every demon. The Mendev Crusaders were grateful for the assistance and left singing praises of the kingdom's army. Relations +4 and military +8. Damn, our military is nuts. 349. Impressive is what I have to say about that. So we can send Chetal to this now, yes. Let's see, Forest Fae, Benevolent Fae, that could be the Storyteller. Trade Taxes, that could be Jubilust or Tristian. The waters or fields. The Brevin great houses of Lebeda and Lodovka are fighting over river trade. It isn't a full-blown war, only disagreement, but the ships of the two houses are regularly sinking one another. Supporting one side may result in relations with a rich trade partner. Jubilust or Lindsay, okay. Yeah, Minister wants to talk to us, and the Grand Diplomat. Alright, so let's send these people off. I'm gonna have to use all of those, damn. Yeah, let's send Jaytal. Then, the Forest Fae, we can send the Storyteller for some extra culture. Which was this? Okay, that is Lindsay. Let's send... Actually, economy is quite high. Maybe we can send Tristian. Yeah, why not? Get some more loyalty. And then here we're gonna send, let's see, Lindsay has 50% chance, Jubilus 75. Okay, well, that's an easy choice then. And then we're gonna have to see what they have to say in the throne room again. Our enemy's trail leads to Daggermark. The one who infiltrated spies into our ranks is now hiding quiet and still. They don't seem to understand the vanity of the pose. We're no longer looking for a single offender. We will take broader measures instead. Every servant, spy, or tradesman's assistant whose master hails from Daggermark, he can count himself most wanted. They're expecting us to make an attempt on their purses. It's the only way, they think, but we need not trouble ourselves with the enterprises. We'll simply be killing them one by one, sparing no one. The elders of Daggermark will come crawling to us on their knees, begging us to take the traitor and leave the rest of them alone. We're going to hunt down Daggermark's agents. My harvest will please Urgatoa. There we go. And Lindsay. The Outlaw Council wants to know our opinion on Rasmuren's current behavior. They're continuing to expand their borders. Well, so am I, actually. Slowly extending their territory on all sides. Timon has already mobilized their army, and Lambert is recruiting volunteers from among the Black Eagles. But alone they can never match the might of Rasmuren. We must bring them together in a stable union if we wish to curb Rasmuren's ambitions. Keonan trusts us, as do many other states. Rasmuren has offered to reward our silence generously. I think in good faith we must call upon the River Kingdoms to unite. This Rasmuren expansion must be stopped. Send messengers to announce that all those unwilling to become a slave to Rasmir must unite. There we go. Perfect, we shall call upon the River Kingdoms to stand together to face Rasmir's threat. Sure, this open confrontation of tyranny will only add to your fame. Sure it will. Sharel with a present. After you and I brought that wretch Morhalan to justice, peace has once more filled my heart. Thank you for returning tranquility to my life, Your Highness. I would like to give you a special gift and thanks. Give me some time and freedom to work on my own, and I will make something very special just for you. Why don't you set to work on that special thing you were making for me? Thank you. Believe me, I'll spare no effort or time. You won't be disappointed. Okay. Let's quickly take a look in here, because I mean, we have this on Talon Peak, but that's gonna be again, so this is probably the trial again where we cannot kill the monsters, right? And we failed that trial a whole bunch of times already. I'm guessing we are really gonna need to do this in order to get further in the story. Is there anything else that is open? A simple favor. Oh yeah, that unicorn horn, okay. The ancient curse in 200 days. And the Ravenous Queen, yeah. This is the one with all the ruins where you have to put the stones in the correct order. So there is not an enormous amount of things that I can do actually at the moment. We can scout Glenabin. We could do that with Rigungar. We can rank up the Minister and the Grand Diplomat some more. Yep, let's do that. Let's send Rigungar. This training, actually, there is, let me see, yeah. We can strengthen the storyteller's skills, so that's something we should be doing. This is also a Kundayo, and that's the only one that I'm thinking of doing. Yeah. So Lindsay is still here. Let's do that. Relations has reached rank 9. Very nice. The formal dinner presented by Harem flattered the merchants. Economy +1, relations +1, divine +3. Can strengthen Bartholomew some more. It's not very likely that that will happen. The joys of life. Strange hedonistic teachings are spreading among the citizens. Adherents refuse to work and consider it normal to steal, cheat, and live at the expense of others. Production in the region is in decline and the population is growing poor. Can send Harem to take care of that. And then the power of blood, a renowned hematomancer. Nice, an alchemist who studies blood, wants to find out how the gift of sorcery is passed down through the generations. The gnome needs to collect a couple hundred blood samples and is looking for a generous patron with whom she will share her results. We don't have anyone ready for that. Forest Fae and the Water, when are they back? Oh, in 7 days, alright. So let's send Harem to this one. And that's gonna be it for now. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you very much for watching. The next episode I'll have to see. Maybe I can take a look at preparing a number of spellcasters and try and take on the trial. I would take a party that is completely comprised of spellcasters then probably. So that for sure we're not doing damage. And just try to hold the monsters. So Gren would go. Probably Harem, Tristian, Akun, not Akun, Octavia and Rigongar. I'm assuming that is what we're gonna do, and probably Lindsay as well. Yeah, we'll see in the next episode. I'll make up my mind in between. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're enjoying the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along, and I will see you in the next episode.